Children, now I'm with the topic division of decimals. Division of decimal is little bit tricky and often error comes while computing the question. So be attentive, follow the rules which I'll explain you. Next thing, to understand this process of division, you should have the basic understanding of decimals. Means about decimal places, shifting of decimals in case of multiplication and so on. Children, I would like to take up first division of decimal by 10, 100,000. Just we need to see in case of division by 10, 100,000, the shifting of decimal. It is shifted towards left. By how much it depends on the number of zeros in the divisor. So let me explain with the help of example. Here is the first example, division by 10. The dividend is 9.58. Divisor is 10. So 10 has 1 0, so division. When you divide 9.58 by 10, decimal shift towards left by how many places? 1. So it becomes 0.958. As the integral part is 0, we can write 0 in front of decimal. Second example, 17.563 divided by 10. Again 1 0, so decimal shift towards left by 1 place. So let us shift this decimal. It comes in between 1 and 7. Hence the quotient is 1.7563. Likewise, let's move on next one. 0.85 divided by 10 means 1 0. So decimal shift towards left by 1 place. Answer is 0.8085 and this can be filled with 0. Next example. 15 divided by 10. You can't see the decimal, but you should know in case of whole number, decimal lie just right after the last digit. So when you shift the decimal, it moves in between 1 and 5. So the answer is 1.5. Let's move on next division, division by 100. As 100 has 2 zeros, we'll follow the same rule of shifting towards left by how many places? 2 places. Look at the first question. 35.93 divided by 100. 100 has 2 zeros. So decimal will shift towards left by 2 places. So when you shift this to left place, it becomes 0.3593. Fill this integral part with 0. So just by writing 0 in front of decimal, the answer or the quotient is 0.3593. Question number 2, 7.46 divided by 100. Again, in this case, because there are 2 zeros, so decimal will shift 2 places towards left. But you have only 1 0, so we can fill the next digit by adding 0. Always 0 is added towards the direction of shifting of decimals. So it becomes, when you bring the decimal here, it becomes 0.0746. Again fill this whole part or the integral part with 0. Likewise, 83 divided by 100. You all should know in case of whole number, the decimal lie after the whole number. So when you shift this to decimal place, it becomes 0.83 or 0.83. Let's move on next example. 748.9 divided by 100. Because 2 zeros, so decimal shift towards left by 2 place, so it will come in between 7 and 4. Answer is 7.489. Now let's move on division by 1000. As you all know, 1000 has 3 zeros. So while division by 1000, decimal shift to the left by 3 places. So let me make it more clear with the help of these 4 examples. Question number 1, 436.9 divided by 1000. 3 zeros, so decimal shift towards left by 3 places. So it will come in front of 4. So answer is 0.4369 or 0.4369. Question number 2, 85 divided by 100. It's a whole number, and in case of whole number, decimal lie just right after the last digit. So it's here. So according to the number of 0, let us shift the decimal 3 places to the left, but we have only 2 numbers. We'll add 0 in the direction of shifting of decimals. So it becomes, when you bring the decimal here, it becomes 0.085. Likewise, 43.1 divided by 1000. 1000 has 3 zeros, so decimal shift 3 places to the left. As you have only 2 digits, so add 0 in the direction of shifting of decimals. So it becomes 0.0431 or 0.0431. Let's move on. Next example, 6.3 divided by 1000. 6.3 divided by 1000 means 3 zeros. So decimal will shift 3 places towards left, but we have only 1 digit. So add 0 in the direction of shifting. How many more zeros needed? 2. 1, 2. Hence the decimal comes in front of these 2 zeros. So answer is 0.0063, or you can say 0.0063 is the question. So division by 10, 100, 1000 is a one-step process just by shifting the decimals towards left according to the number of zeros in the divisor. So now we are on division of a decimal number by a perfect whole numbers. It's just like traditional division of whole numbers, only the difference comes when to add decimal in the quotient. You should be very attentive because most of the time the error comes in adding the decimal point. So let me explain with the help of one simple example. 4.5 divided by 5. Dividing is 24.5 divided by 5. Let's consider these two numbers in first step. 5 4 20. Subtract 4. Be attentive, children. As soon as you bring the first digit of the decimal place down, it means 10th place down, the decimal is brought to the quotient. And then again follow the same traditional rule of division. 5 9 45. Hence the quotient is 4.9. Children, next question, 15 divided by 8. 15 is the dividend, 8 is the divisor. So let's proceed. 8 1 times. Do subtraction, answer is 7. Now how to proceed this process? As you all know, children, in case of whole numbers, decimal lies just right after the last digits, and you can add zeros as per the need. So let's keep 3 zeros first and see if more needed, we'll add more zeros. Let us proceed. Next step, as soon as you bring the first place digit down, the decimal is brought to the quotient. So let's proceed. 8 into 8, 64. Subtract, you'll get 6. Bring the next 0 down. 8 7 56 minus 4. Answer. Then brings next 0 down. 8 5 40. Hence the quotient of this division is 1.875. Let's move on more example to make it more clear. Then the division sums can be asked in this way. Convert this fraction into decimal. Again, this is a division sum. It means 3 divided by 4. So how will you proceed? 3 is the dividend and 4 is the divisor. Place them accordingly. Then proceed. As 3 is smaller than 4, so we'll first put a decimal just right after and add many zeros, children, so that we don't have the shortage of zeros. So let's move. 4. In this case, we'll consider 2 digit to make it bigger than 4. As in your 2 digit, the decimal point is included and the first digit is included. The same time we'll shift the decimal point to the quotient. So let's proceed. 4 7 28 minus 2. Bring the next 0 down. 4 5 20. Hence the quotient of this answer is 0.75. Now I am dealing with the question of Exercise 7C, question 5, first part. 81 divided by 25. 81 divided by 25. Hope you all can identify the dividend and divisor. So here 81 is dividend, 25 is divisor. So let's proceed like a traditional division of whole numbers. 25 3 is 75 minus, it will borrow 11 minus 5, 6. We don't have any more number to shift down, so put a decimal point and add few zeros in it. So let's proceed. As soon as you bring the first decimal place digit down, the decimal is shifted to the quotient. 25 2 times, 25 2 is 50 minus 1 0, bring the next 0 down. 25 4 is 100. Hence the quotient is 3.24. Easy? I think it's now very easy. Children, next question. You are given a mixed number and the question is convert this mixed number into decimal. Again this question is of division. Step 1, convert this mixed number into improper fraction. How will you change? 40 into 9, 360 plus the numerator 17 by 40 equals to 377 by 40. Now write it in division form. It means 377 divided by 40. So let's proceed. The dividend is 377 divided by 40. 4 9 36. 36 is very close to it. So it will go how many times? 9 times. It becomes 360. 360. Subtract 7. 7 minus 6, 1. Now how will you proceed? As I told you, the decimal lie just right after the last digit. Same time you add minimum 3 zeros so that you don't have the shortage of zeros while doing division. Now let's bring the first decimal place down. As soon as you bring the first digit of the decimal place, same time decimal is brought to the quotient. So let's proceed. 4 4 is 16. So it will go 4 times. Now 40 into 4, 160 minus 1 0, bring the next 0 down. It will go 2 times. 40 into 8 is 80. Subtract 20. Bring the next 0 down. It will go how many times? 4 5 is 25 times. So 200. Hence the quotient of these number is 9.425. Children, first explain the division of a decimal number by 10, 100,000. Second, division of a decimal number by a whole number. The third type is division of a decimal number by a decimal numbers. Here the divisor is decimal number. So step 1 will convert the divisor as a whole number by shifting the decimal to the right. So look at this example. Be attentive. Here you see the divisor is 0.01. To make it a whole number, decimal is shifted 2 places to the right. So same number of places we shift in the case of dividend to 2 places to the right. It becomes 2646.7 divided by 1. And you all know the property of division. Any number divided by 1, the answer is number itself. Hence the quotient is 2646.7. Likewise, the next example, 4.52 divided by 0.01. Dividend is a decimal number, divisor is a decimal number. Step 1, convert the divisor into a whole number by shifting the decimal to the right. So how many places have we shifted? 2 places. Same number of places the decimal is shifted in case of dividend 2. So let's shift. It becomes 452 divided by 1. Any number divided by 1, the answer is number itself. So 452 is the quotient. Let's move on to the next example. 135.4 divided by 0.001. Here you see, to make it a whole number, we'll shift the decimal to the right. How many places? 3 places. Same number of places will shift in the case of dividend 2, but we have lack of digits. So by adding two zeros in the direction of shifting, we can easily shift the decimal 3 places to the right in dividend. Children, hence the number changes to 135,400. Divide by 1. Again, answer is number itself. 135,400. To make it more clear, let me explain two more examples, children. Look at the first one. 8 divided by 0.4. First, let me explain with the help of converting them into like decimals. If I put a point and add 0, it will make your work more easy. Now you see, because the divisor is a decimal number, we'll shift one place to the right. We shift the decimal one place to the right. Same number of places you shift in the case of dividend. So it converts to 80 divided by 4. Hence, 80 divided by 4 means it will go how many times? 20 times. So the question is 20. Move on the next example. 6 divided by 0.12. As you are confused where the decimal is, better you put a decimal point and make them like decimals. Now shifting is more easy for you. Here you see, to make it a whole number, you will shift the decimal to the right. How many places? 2 places. Same number of places the decimal is shifted in dividend 2. So it becomes 600 divided by 12. So it will go how many times? 50 times. Hence, the dividend of this number is 50. A few more examples of division of a decimal number by a decimal number. This is your book question. Exercise 7C, third question, 7th part. So let me explain. To make this divisor as a whole number, shift the decimal one place to the right. Same number of places the decimal is shifted in the dividend. So it becomes 124.5 divided by 15. Now let's proceed to the division. Arrange in division form. 124.5 divided by 15. Let's proceed. Let us consider these three numbers first. 15 into 8 is 120. So it will go how many times? 8 times. Subtract 4. As soon as you bring the first decimal place down, the same time decimal is shifted to the quotient. So it's now 45. 15 3 45. Hence the quotient is 8.3. Next question. Divide 0.896 by 0.35. So step 1, convert the divisor into a whole number just by shifting the decimal 2 places to right. Same number of places the decimal is shifted in dividend 2. So it converts to 89.6 divided by 35. Let's proceed to the division now. Arrange in division form. 89.6 divided by 35. So let's consider the first two numbers. 35 2 just 70. So it will go 2 times. Subtract 9 1. And as soon as you bring the digit of first decimal place means 10th place down, same time the decimal is brought to the quotient. Now let's move to the next number by which it is possible to divide 3 5 15. And 15 plus carry is very close to 196. So it will go how many times? 5 times. 5 5 25. 5 3 15 plus 2 17. So subtract. 6 minus 5 1. 9 minus 7 2. There is no number to bring down, so we can add 0 just at extreme right of decimal place, and that 0 is brought down. So it will go how many times? If you see 3 7 21, but when you bring the carry it will be more than 200 times. So it goes how many times? 6 times. 210. Hence the quotient of this number is 2.56. Look at the next question. Question number 3, 8th part. 4.48 divided by 12.8. Division of a decimal number by a decimal number. Step 1, convert the divisor into a whole number by shifting the decimal to the right. Here, one place to the right, same number of places you shift to the right. It becomes 44.8 divided by 128. So let's proceed to the simple division of a decimal number by a whole number. 44.8, 128 is the divisor, so arrange accordingly. Next step, we'll consider all the three numbers in which your first decimal place is included. So we'll put the decimal to the quotient and then proceed. 128, when you multiply 1 by 3, 3 is the closest number, so it will go 3 times. 3 8 is 24, 2 carry, 3 2 is 6 plus 2, 8, 3 1 is 3. Subtract 8 minus 4, 4. Here 4 will borrow, 40 minus 8, 6. Here 3, so in the next step 64 is less than 128, you can add 1 0 as the decimal point is already there. So when you proceed, it will go 5 times, 640. Hence the quotient of this division is 0.35. Students, to gain confidence in such questions, you have to do more and more sums of division in your practice. Now I am going to discuss exercise 7C, few sums. This is an interesting question of your book. Exercise 7C, question 6A part. Prove that 3.6 into, in bracket, 5.4 plus 11.72 is equal to 3.6 into 5.4 plus 3.6 into 11.72. It means you are going to prove the distributive property of multiplication over addition. So I'll explain you. Here, because there are more than 2 operations, we are dealing with 2 or more operations, so we'll follow the rules of BODMAS. So let me write here BODMAS first. It will make. So let's proceed. This is your left hand side value. Let us miss left hand side. Here, this part is your right hand side, and you are asked to prove the equal. So let's proceed with first left hand side value. So bring the left hand side value here. LHS equals to 3.6 into 5.4 plus 11.72. So here you have a bracket, place and multiplication. So first step, solve the bracket. So let's solve, add them, sum up 11.72 plus 5.40. As you are explained, you convert into like decimal and then solve. Sum up 2 plus 0, 2. 7 plus 4, 11. 1 down, 1 carry over. Bring this decimal point down. 5, 6, 7, 1. Hence the sum of these two numbers is 17.12. Step 2, multiply 3.6 with 17.12, which is the sum of these two numbers. So let's proceed. During multiplication, we simply bring the number as a whole numbers and follow the simple multiplication of division. So let's proceed. 6 2 is 12, 1 down, 1 carry, 6 1 is 6 plus 1, 7, 6 7 is 42, 2 down, 4 carry, 6 1 is 6 plus 4, 10. Move on next digit. 3 2 is 6, 3 1 is 3, 3 7 is 21, 3 1 is 3 plus 2, 5. Add them. 2, 6 plus 7, 13, 3 down, 1 carry over, 6, 1, 6. The most important part is putting the decimal point. Now look at this. Here you have 1 decimal place, here you have 2 decimal place. 1 plus 2 means 3. So this product will have 3 decimal places. So from right, count 3 digits and put the decimal here. Hence the left hand solution is 61.632. Now let us solve the right hand side value. Right hand side have 2 multiplication and then addition. According to BODMAS, first we'll multiply and then add the 2 product. So let's proceed. 3.6 into 5.4 means 36 into 54. Multiply them as a simple whole number. 4 6 is 24, 2 carry, 4 6 is 12 plus 2, 144. 5 6 is 30, 0 down, 3 carry, 5 6 is 15 plus 3, 18. 4, 8 plus 1, 9, 1. Now decide the decimal place of the product. 1 plus 1 means 2 decimal places. So from right, count 2 and put the decimal before 2 digits. Move on to the next multiplication. Bring the whole number, leaving the decimal point there itself. 1172 multiplied by 36. Follow the multiplication. 6 2 is 12, 1 carry, 6 7 is 42, 43, 3 down, 4 carry, 6 1 is 6 plus 4, 10, 0 down, 1 carry over, 6 1 is 6 plus 1, 7. Next multiplication, 3 2 is 6, 3 7 is 21, 2 carry, 3 1 is 3 plus 2, 5, 3 1 is 3. Sum up 2, 9, 1, 12 means 2 down, 1 carry over, 4. Decide the decimal place of the product. 2 place, 1 place. So altogether 3 places. So 1, 2, 3, put the decimal before 3 digits. So these are the 2 products of the multiplication. Step 3, add the 2. So let's arrange in addition. Before it, let me convert them into like decimal. Here you have 3 decimal places. So add 1 0 and make it like decimal. Now arrange 19.440 plus 42.192. When you add 0 plus 2, 2, 9 plus 4, 13, 3 down, 1 carry over, 4, 5, 6, 9 plus 2, 11, 1 down, 1 carry over, 61.632. So right hand side value is 61.632, which is exactly equals to left hand side value, and hence it is proved. Hence it is proved. Children, when you have such questions of proving, you consider the left hand side, solve it and get the answer, then solve the right hand side value and prove that because the left hand side and right hand side values are equal, hence the question is proved. Children, question number 7, second part. 2.8 into 1.6 divided by 12.8. Because this is in bracket, so first we'll solve the bracket according to the board mass. So let's multiply 28 with 16. 6 8 is 48, 4 down, 4 carry over, 6 2 is 12 plus 4, 168. 1 into 28 is 28. Add the 2. 8, 6 plus 8, 14, 4 down, 1 carry, 2, 1, 3, 4. Now decide the decimal of the product because there are 2 decimal places altogether. So decimal before 2 digits. Hence the product is 4.48, and the next step is 4.48 divided by 12.8. It means division of a decimal number by a decimal number. I think this was explained before too. Still I'll explain you again. Here to convert this divisor into a whole number, shift 1 place to the left. Same way, shift 1 place to the left the decimal point. It becomes 44.8 divided by 128. So let's proceed. 44.8 divided by 128. We'll consider all the 3 numbers which includes the decimal point. So point is out. It will go 3 times. 3 8 is 24, 3 2 is 6, 7 8, 3 1 is 3, do subtraction, 8 minus 4, 4, 14 minus 8, 6, here 3. So add 1 0 and bring that 0 down, it will go 5 times 640. Hence the solution of this simplification is 0.35. Children, turn out page number N119. Look at question number 9, 10, 11, 12. These 4 sums are based on application of multiplication and division of decimal in day-to-day life. Out of these 4 sums, I'll explain 11 sum. Question 11 is, if 40 vessels of equal capacity can be filled with 186 liters of water, find the capacity of each vessel. It means total capacity of water is 186 liters and you have to divide this among 40 vessels. So this question is of division. How will you find the capacity of each vessel? 186 liters divided by 40. So I have noted the statement already on the board. So let me proceed. Solution of question number 11. Total capacity of water is 186 liters. Total number of vessels are 40. So when you divide 186 liter in 40 vessels, we get the capacity of each vessel. So therefore the capacity of each vessel equals to 186 divided by 40. How will you proceed? Arrange in division form. 186 divide by 40. Proceed. 4 4 is 16. 16 is very close to 18, so it will go 4 times. 4 4 is 16 and then 0. Minus 6. 8 minus 6, 2. As this number is smaller than 40, we'll put a decimal point with the 2 zeros minimum. So add 2 more zeros. So bring 1 0 down as it is at first decimal place. Same time bring the decimal to the quotient. Now proceed. It will go 6 times. 4 6 are 24. Subtract 2 0. Bring the next number down. It will go how many times? 5 times. Hence, the capacity of each vessel is 4.65 liter. Children, before I end, a reminder, what is being given on the whiteboard is your classwork. Keep noting in your classwork copy, and at the end of the lecture you will get the homework questions. Do those sums in same copy. Children, note down the homework sums of exercise 7C, question 2 and 4, all the parts in book, and next all question do in copy.